Hello, everyone. Give everybody like 3 or 4 minutes to hop on. I'm gonna mute everybody in the process, so bear with me. I'm still muted, but still talking. We will go ahead and get started. I don't think Brittany is on just yet. She was going to be a little bit late because she had dance for her big girl. So I'm just going to cover a few things as we dig in here and maybe do a short little Q&A if anybody has questions about anything while we just wait for Brittany to hop on. So first thing I want to touch on, I posted today in Luxe Republic, Entrepreneur Academy and the Health Vet are both closed, okay? I am not doing team-wide challenge groups anymore. That was hectic. I am encouraging you all to run your own groups from this point forward or combine with your upline or whoever, is running a group around you. I will be running one for my personally sponsored coaches and new coaches that come on, but I do encourage you guys to run your own. There's a 250 invite cap on your challenge tracker app. I didn't know that either, so that was also kind of a crazy surprise. But my assistant and I have gone through every email we've received and for Health Vet and for EA2. So everyone that we have received anything on has been sent an invite. If you don't have an invite, I want you guys to team up with somebody and run your own group or something, okay? Hopefully everybody that wanted in actually got in. But outside of that, that's done and over, and we are moving on, okay? We have 2 live power hours this month. The first one is on the 13th, and the second one is on the 27th. So we'll have 2 live power hours. I went over Asana on the last power hour, and I hope you guys got a chance to watch that one. If you didn't, let me know and I can send you the recording. I think I accidentally uploaded it to my personal YouTube page versus the Luxe Republic YouTube page. So that's probably why a lot of people weren't able to get it. Mute everybody. But I don't know. I think on the power hour this time, I kind of want to we'll go through the power hour steps for those new coaches that are on, but I think I might want to do kind of like a critique your page again, just to see how you guys are posting and what your profiles look like and all that kind of stuff. Somebody is muted or unmuted, so if you don't mind, try to mute your phones. That way we don't have any background. I found the culprit. Got it. Okay. That way we don't have any background music or noise. Shoot, hang on. Okay, so power hours. So I'll do a critique your page, I think, on the next one. I will be not out of town, but I will be busy on the 13th with my girlfriend named Kari. And so I'm going to have a guest run that sneak peek. Hi, Colby. I see you creeping in the background. On the 13th. So it'll be a critique your page. And we'll do
You guys listening to a recording. He's like, this is live?
I was like, this is strange.
He's like, that's so weird. That's awesome. Yeah, that's funny. So yeah, critique your page on the 13th, and we'll do a regular power hour live on the 27th. Okay. Hope you guys like have all these in your phones, maybe in your reminders, or a big flashing light on your computer that says all this stuff. Highly recommend it. That way you know when things are happening and you can plan around them. Okay. Our next team call is going to be not today, obviously, but 2 weeks from today. It's with Danielle Natoni. Does anybody know who that is? You may know her as Fit and Funky. Yeah? It's going to be a really good call, so make sure you have your calendars marked and you are ready to go for that call too. I don't know what she's speaking on, but I'm pretty sure she could speak on anything and we'd all be like really inspired, okay? So make sure you're on. Those are all like just the things happening this month. Obviously, we have a ton of sales again this month, so it's like, you guys, if you're not grinding right now to get Success Club locked in early, then you're making a mistake. You have to focus right now. Don't wait till the last week of the month. Don't wait until you're in freak out mode. Start now. Start early. Those people that lock it in early, I guarantee you they'll tell you how relaxing it is to not have to stress at the end of the month. Okay, so make sure you lock it in. Take advantage of every sale that we have now. I said this on the last call, but the club challenge pack that we have is like the best freaking value in the entire world. You get the 90 days access to Beachbody On Demand. There's over 400 different workouts on there. Hammer and Chisel is on there. All the P90X series, like amazing programs. And they can purchase the digital unlocks for any other newer programs that they want. Just a really, really, really good deal to get 90 days worth for only $140 in the challenge pack. So make sure you're talking about that. I always think that I think it's really easy to promote that one just because there's so much included in it. Let me message Brittany and make sure she messages me when she hops on because I will just keep talking.
Addie, are you eating ice cream?
Called out.
It's cauliflower. I'm not allowed to have ice cream on a team call. That's amazing.
Oh, that's funny.
I love it. I wish it was ice cream. I wish I had ice cream right now.
Product of the product, Kari.
I don't. I'm being the product. I'm not eating ice cream.
So I added recover. No, what's the white one? Recharge?
The recharge.
I added it to Chunky Monkey ice cream.
Oh my God.
Mind is blown. It's like a banana peanut butter milkshake. It's like so cool.
You're not supposed to tell people that.
But it's healthy. Not Chunky Monkey like Ben and Jerry's, like Chunky Monkey like 21 Day Fixate ice cream.
I thought you were talking about Ben and Jerry's.
No, not Ben and Jerry's. Like, it's like vanilla recover, a frozen banana, and a scoop of peanut butter.
Dang.
And I put a tiny bit of almond milk in it just so it would like not be a chunked up mess.
Yeah.
And it was like a big, thick, peanut buttery banana milkshake.
Jen, can I have that?
Not right now, you can't.
Oh, that's so funny. That's funny. Okay. Anybody else want to talk about what they ate today? No takers? Danielle, what are you eating? You're on my screen.
Pudding.
What is it?
Shakeology pudding.
Okay, good. You win. Who else?
There's chocolate chips in it. Does that count?
Megan Miller, what's going in your mouth?
Spaghetti, squash spaghetti.
Okay, good job.
I actually got it from Brittany from her Snapchat. She did it on her meal prep a couple weeks ago. And
I love it. I love it. Has everybody logged into the health bet? Have you guys logged your Shakeology and your workouts the last couple days? Good. I feel like even like since there's money on the line, I'm like super duper obsessed with vlogging it. Even though we're probably gonna get like $1 each. We'll see what happens. That's funny. What do you guys want to, any questions? Let's just open it up. I have literally nothing planned other than that until she hops on, and she should be home in 10 minutes, she said.
Could you dance for us?
I can't. Let me get Fitness Marshall on really fast.
Okay.
Did anyone see Jen's hot dance moves on my Snapchat?
What about your dance moves?
Jen, that was probably the highlight of my entire month, was watching you guys.
Yeah, it was a highlight, that's for sure. It was fun. You should try Fitness Marshall sometime. It was like a hell of a workout too.
She was sweating.
I was dying. I couldn't breathe.
We said Beachbody should pick him up because that'd be a fun program.
No, pick us up teaching the program.
Oh, yeah. We should definitely teach the Fitness Marshall. It's funny. I'm going to start calling on people like Kate told me to do and just ask what's up with people. Will that be fun?
Yep.
Everybody's like getting out of the... Ashley, what are you eating?
I'm eating like this healthy pizza.
What's a healthy pizza?
It's a whole wheat tortilla, unsalted tomato sauce, Italian seasoning, spinach, mushrooms, cheddar cheese, a little bit.
Good job. Okay. You could do worse. I had wings tonight. I only ate 5 though. I'm proud of myself.
Eat some more, Raina.
Let's see. Jody, what's up? Hi.
Hey, Jody.
Yeah, how are you?
Good.
I'm driving. Is it me? Are you talking to me, Jody?
Oh, are there 2 Jodys?
Oh,
Hey,
shit.
Jody. No, hi, both of you.
I'm driving home from work.
Aw, good. I'm glad you made it on. What's your last name?
Krogman.
Okay. Very fun. Nice to see you. I have 3 Jodys on here, actually. That's so funny. Other Jody, how are you?
I'm well. How are you?
Good. 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 Let's see. Allison. Allison's on. What's up? Welcome back.
Thanks. I'm glad to be back.
On the first team call and everything. I love it. Monica Sparks, how are you?
I was on mute. I'm good. I finished that first day of the yoga retreat because yesterday
How'd you like it?
way harder than I thought.
Really?
Yeah, it was really good because you just need this one little small space, so not a lot of moving around, but
I need to try it.
It's great. No, it's great.
Good. Anybody else did you try the yoga retreat?
Probably my teammate Jessica. I see she's on here.
Call out Jessica.
Her last name matches her. She's feisty. She's a lion for sure.
Jessica Lion.
Yeah, that's me, man. Especially right now in week 2 of Ultimate Reset.
Oh, are you enjoying it though? Kind of no?
Yeah, dude. I started it after you posted your week 2.
Yeah.
Sure, and I was like, oh man, I have to do it. Like, you just got to figure this out. And I literally, I brought it to my doctor and I was like, look, this is what I'm going to do. Cause I have PCOS and hypothyroidism.
Okay.
So I was like, dude, this is what I'm going to do. We're going to figure this shit out. Sorry for swearing, moms. And I'm like, I'm just going to get it done. And it's literally incredible. And it's changing my business because so many people can relate to how easy the recipes are. And it's really freaking cool.
Yeah. I tell everyone, you have to at least try it once. I love the program. Freaking love the program. Good for you. I'm glad you're doing it. somebody said, whenever I was doing it, somebody used the analogy to this, like, pregnancy, like, the first week or first trimester is like, oh, this is so cool, this is easy. And the second one is like, I hate my life. And then the third one is like, okay, I'm just ready for it to be done. You know what I mean? So it's,
I don't know what you mean. No.
so it's kind of just like that. And I'm like, that's kind of true. But it's worth it. It's a fun program to follow. Ultimate Reset is a 21-day detox. It's like you get a series of supplements to take and like a detox drink and just a bunch of different stuff and an exact meal plan to follow. Like it gives you recipes and the exact meal plan that you follow every time, and it's amazing. It's 21 days. 21 days. And it's like, I feel like you have to be like mentally ready for it. If you go into it and you like half-ass it or you're not like all in, it's like you're gonna hate it. You know what I mean? But if you're mentally ready for that change and that transformation, it'll happen.
We haven't heard from Danelle yet.
Oh, Danelle, what's Danelle doing? I saw you up there.
I'm doing country heat right now, and I'm loving it.
Show me your moves.
Oh, nah. I am not. I'm having to be very choosy when I post part of my videos. Let me tell you, I'm censoring those suckers a lot.
I did the same thing.
I was like, when you put me up there.
I know. You're different.
I thought I could dance. Not so much. But it's really kicking my butt. It's really making me sweat, and I know I'm not supposed to weigh, but I've already lost 5 pounds just in 7 days.
Oh, that's so cool.
But I'm being really good on the nutrition too.
Yeah. I was really surprised actually that I had a transformation from it. It was kind of exciting.
Yeah, my legs are toning up already, so it's good. So do country heat, you guys, if you haven't done it yet.
Yeah.
So
anybody not done it yet? Or tried it?
I am literally sweating right now because I just got done with country heat with my mom, and I can't believe how many calories we burned in 30 minutes. It's insane.
I love it. I know. I never wore like a heart rate monitor or anything like that. I just kind of did it. But I'm like, I swear I was like sweating after every program or after every workout. I loved it. Loved it. Who else is on here? Don't be bored, guys. The excitement's coming, I swear.
Hey, I saw someone ask about the EA2 hashtag. Is that just on workout videos or is it on any product of the product post?
Any product of the product post. I think I originally said videos, but I think that everybody's just doing it for any product of the product.
Okay.
Yeah. And I added a few more to the little file in there, so. Reading the comments. Sierra, I hate country music too, and it's fun. I actually at the end muted it once to do like hip hop to it. It was kind of fun, but you had to like speed it up or slow it down based on what the music was, so it was a little different. But I am not a country music person either, and I by the end was like singing every song. It was kind of crazy. So you gotta try it. And if you hate the music, just mute it and do your own music. Yeah. Allison, do you still have Shakeology and stuff? Will you message me? Just message me. I'm gonna talk to you. Black girl will grab some boots and give it a go. Sierra, you have to post your video. That's funny. I was gonna say something and I forgot what I was gonna say. What else was on here? Gina, how are you doing? Good? Love it, love it, love it, love it. Hi, Olga. How are you?
How are you?
I'm good.
Like super quiet. There's a lot more people.
You what?
I said I'm like super quiet. There's a lot more people.
I know, everybody's super quiet. I have a good number on here too. Hopefully she gets on. She could be on anytime. What about Montana?
Hi.
How are you?
Hey, sorry, I couldn't get unmuted.
You're good. How are
Did you see my video today for my country heat that I hashtag EA2 yet?
No, I haven't seen it yet. Is it
So I thought it was really funny that you made a good point on the conversation today that there was a Camry, I believe, does her video holding her baby.
Yeah.
So I have a 10-pound chihuahua that I held while I was doing it, just to tell people like, hey, I even did it and I'm holding my dog. So
do it and hold your baby.
That was pretty funny because that's my baby. So it was fun though. I like country heat.
You do like it?
Yeah, I like country music, so I thought I would like it.
Yeah.
But it's a lot more fun than I thought that it would be, because I had heard that people said they didn't really know about it at first, and I kind of thought the same, but I love it. I have fun doing it every day.
Yeah, I was the same way. It was like I would look forward to it, even though I sucked at it.
Right, and I did 21 Day Fix Extreme for 2 rounds before that, so I was kind of ready for something fun with no weight. So I'm on day 2, and I really like it, so I'm excited to see pounds lost, and this actually takes me right up to my wedding, so this is the perfect program to do right before that.
Oh, that is perfect. That's awesome. Well, I'll have to go look at your video.
Yeah, it's funny.
I've been trying. I've searched a few times throughout the day for the hashtag EA2, and
there's some hilarious ones on there.
There is. It's so
yeah.
I love it. I love it. Who can we call on now? Here's Camry, baby in tow. Hi. Oh, I think Brittany's on. You are, I see you. Let me mute everybody really fast to make sure it's all done. We were just chit-chatting. Okay, you're unmuted. Yeah, we were just chit-chatting. So we're ready for you, girl. I think everybody knows who you are. Brittany Pierce, the one and only. I don't even have all your stats, but I'm pretty sure I know everything. I think you messaged them to me, but I can't remember. But top 10, obviously, 2015, Success Club, every day, all day, right?
Pretty much. I just hit legend for Summit, so I was excited.
I love it. Okay, I'm just going to let you dig in. Do you just want to take over?
Yeah, that's fine. That's really cool.
Yeah.
Nice. Man.
I know.
People on. Hi, everyone. I'm Brittany Powers, as you know, aka Fit Mom Fit Brit on Instagram. Let's see. So thanks, Joanna, for letting me speak. I'll go right into sharing my story because I think that's so important. That's the one thing that makes you that makes you so unique is your story. No one else has your story. So my story, when I jumped into the whole weight loss scene, actually started before Beachbody. I had just had my second child, Lacey. So I have a 5-year-old and a 4-year-old. Little background on me. Logan is my son. He's 5, and Lacey is my daughter. She's 4. They're 12 months apart. And it was about 6 months after I had my daughter, Lacey, where I think I saw a picture of myself at like one of our state fairs here in SoCal. Oh, sorry, I'm a squirrel. I'm like, chat? Sorry. So I saw a picture of myself holding her, and I just like had a flashback of how uncomfortable I was in that photo. I was wearing like all black, and it was hotter than heck. And, August in California, you just want to shoot yourself if you go outside. So we went to a fair, and I was just, seeing that picture and just already feeling just so depressed, being a mom of 2, babies under 18 months, or, 12 months apart. Not really struggling financially. I mean, I'm pretty good at like budgeting money, but we were single income. I decided to not go back to my job as a computer operator at a local credit union because my boss wouldn't work with my hours. And you guys all know, if you're moms, it's hard finding childcare for 1 child, let alone 2 that are so young. So I decided to not go back despite a $3 raise I was going to get, and for me that was good because I don't have any think I have like an AA floating around there somewhere. But other than that, I have no college degree. I didn't go to a 4-year. I just went to community college, did that. School's never my thing. It gave me anxiety. I still have anxiety to this day. Nothing I'm medicated about or nothing crazy like that, but I do get anxiety pretty easily. So yeah, I kind of went off there. So yeah, I just saw a picture of myself and I just, I realized something had to change because it was getting to the point where I wasn't leaving my house. I didn't leave my house with my 2 children by myself until my daughter was about 10 months old. So I sat around and I waited for my husband to get off his shifts. He's a cop, if you guys don't know. And at that time, he had graveyard shifts, swing shifts, overtime, all sorts of crazy things going on. And we lived in a very unsafe neighborhood. We used to live in Moreno Valley. So that's here in Southern California. It's part of the Inland Empire. It was really great about 20 years ago, but now it has a reputation of being like a mini LA. So my son had the front bedroom in our house, and just to give you guys a little sneak peek on like how awful this neighborhood of ours was, like we had bars around his window, and there was a murder up the street, a brother on brother shooting, there were drug dealers around the corner, down the street from us, everything. And even with my husband being a cop, I didn't leave the house. I was still too scared. So anyhow, so I started walking. I started doing the only thing I knew to do. So I met one of my neighbors across the street, and like I said, I wouldn't leave the house alone, so I waited for her to come out a couple days a week, and we started walking. I started pushing both the kids in our double stroller, and just kind of watching what he ate. I didn't know where to start nutrition-wise. I still thought it was awesome to have, like, I wasn't really a soda person, but low-fat diet stuff, I thought calories in, calories out. I was just like, okay, as long as I don't eat X amount of calories, like I'm fine. So the weight did start to like slowly come off. I never measured my progress or anything, but at that time I had stumbled on, or I heard about this Instagram thing. So I created an Instagram account and I started documenting my own journey, and I kept my page private at the time. So I have an old Instagram. It's deactivated now, a long time ago. It was Mommy Powers of 2. And, kind of a dumb name, but whatever. My last name is Powers, so whatever. So I made that Instagram, and I only made it just to find other fitness inspirational accounts or Fitspo accounts to just help me, because I felt like I didn't have anybody. I lost all my friends when I decided to have my babies. I had them both before I was 25. So for me, that was young. I know, Raina, you started earlier. But for me, that was young. So all my friends were like, peace out, bye. We're still drinking on the weekend. We're still partying, like all that. So I didn't really have anyone. So I created the Instagram, and I found other fitness accounts, and I like started becoming like kind of obsessed with like fitness and stuff like that, and just, stalking other people's pages. And then one day I stumbled upon my coach, Emma Owen, her Instagram account. I don't know how it popped into my feed at that time. I didn't know how Instagram even worked. A pair of Nike Dunks. She took a picture of her Nikes and a shoebox, and they were Nike Dunks. And I was like obsessed with Nike at the time, and I still am. Because I love to run also. So I was just fascinated by these shoes. I was like, oh my God, these shoes. So I clicked on it, and I was like, Emma Owen. Okay, so I clicked on her, and it took me to her Instagram page. Started scrolling down, doing the stalker thing. And then I was like, oh my God, she has a son that's my son's age at that time, not even 2 years old. I was like, she has a 6-pack already. She does X, Y, and Z. Why is she so happy? Like, why am I so depressed? Like, so I began to just like watch her. And I think she must have saw a comment. I think I asked where she got her shoes. I don't know how I got the balls to do that, because I'm an introvert, guys, believe it or not. So I asked her where she got her shoes, and she must have saw my page and requested, because I was private at that time. My Instagram was private. So she requested to be my friend, and then she started forming me. And for about 2 months, I went back and forth between wanting to do Shakeology, but not having the funds to do it. Even though I said we were comfortable with money, like I said, I was good with money. So I budgeted a lot. I'm very good at like stashing money away, saving, things like that. I cloth diapered both of my children, so we didn't have that $100 plus bill every month for diapers, 2 in diapers. I made my own baby food, so we didn't have, all that money going towards that. So I was like that crunchy mom. So that's how we cut corners. We never went out to eat, stuff like that. So when she told me about Shakeology, I was like, oh God, no, I can't do that. What are you talking about? So then I went to like my local Sprouts and I got Garden of Life protein because it was all plant-based and soy-free and all that stuff. And I was like, well, I already bought this tub, Emma, so let me see how this first month goes on this protein powder. And then, we'll talk later. And she was really nice, never pushed anything on me. She checked in on me, and like a month or two later, I was still in the same spot. I was replacing breakfast with this protein shake. And nothing moved. Like I was at this plateau and I was like, dang it, I'm busting my butt. At that point, I had done Turbo Fire and Insanity all on my own without a coach or without even knowing about Shakeology until Emma came along. And this was in January of 2014. So then, sorry, I feel like I'm talking a lot. So then I finally buckled down and she was like, well, I have a couple packets of Shakeology. This is before they have the sampler packs that we all can, tell people about. So she shipped me 3 packets. I bought 3 packets of Shakeology off her, a greenberry, a strawberry, and I think a vanilla. And I got them in the mail. I was like super excited, but I totally effed up the recipes. I added like avocado and kale to my greenberry, and it was just horrible. And I was like, what did I do? There goes $15, Brittany. Like I just tried adding all the greens to my strawberry. She's like, you don't have to do that. It has that stuff in it, I was like, okay, now I feel really dumb. So then I was talking to her and she was like, well, you know what? Maybe it's because fitness wise, she's continued to form me. And I think that's what, really got me in the end too. Obviously not just the discount, but she was like, well, how about you try this? If you get a challenge pack, you get a bottom of the bag guarantee. If you don't like Shakeology, you can return it. And I was like, are you sure? You promise? Like, I have your word. And at this point, we're talking through text message. I refused to get a Facebook. I had no Facebook. I was like, nope, I'm not doing it. It's drama. My husband doesn't even like it. He's not on social media. So at this point, we had swap numbers. So this is all through text. So she told me about the bottom of the bag guarantee. I made her like swear on her life that I would get my money back if I didn't like Shakeology. And I think I signed up with the P90 X3 challenge back because like a month before then I ended up, or a couple months before, I think I bought T25 off the infomercial. I know, shame on me. It was on like QVC. So even though I started with T25, I did get a challenge pack, but I got the P90 X3 one, which was a lot more. Ironically, right now, I think you said that on my team call earlier. You're like, I bought the $200 challenge pack. Why didn't I buy the cheaper one? So yeah, I got the X3 pack. And that was March 5th, 2014 that I officially signed up as a coach. So once my Shakeology came in, just a couple days later, I started off with, I believe it was chocolate vegan. And I was just like, oh my God, this is it. This is the magic sauce. This is like the gold. This is the mommy feel. Like I feel amazing. I didn't mess up the recipe. Within a week, I was like, holy crap, I'm regular, like down there. And I have this energy. Like I don't drink coffee, guys. I'm not a coffee person. And I had this like energy, and I was just like so amazed by it. I was full, I was satisfied. It took my cravings away because I have a sweet tooth. Like Raina even knows, like Brett has a giant sweet tooth, but I have a giant sweet tooth too. Like in Bora Bora, we were both eating the brownies at like midnight. I was just like, yeah. But anyways, so yeah, it did all that for me. And in a week, I was just like, I'm hooked. Like I gotta make this work in my budget. And so at that same time, what I really loved about Emma and how she introduced me to her team page is she didn't treat me as if I were a discount coach. I was still welcomed in her team page. I wasn't labeled as a discount coach. It was just like, welcome Brittany to the team. Here's her photo. Here's a little bit about her. Like everybody say hi. And like, to me, that's what sold me. I mean, I still would have been in love with Shakeology, but that's what sold me on coaching, because to see all these other women that I didn't even know who they were. They were just like, welcome, Brittany, welcome, welcome, welcome. And like I said, for an introvert like me and someone that literally lost all of her friends when she got married at 19 and had 2 babies by the time she was 25, my own mother wasn't talking to me, didn't show up to my wedding. I don't have any family support at all. That was huge to me. So I was just like, man, I got to make this work somehow. Like, I don't care. Like, if it means I have to do X, Y, and Z just to be a part of this team page, like, I'm going to do it. So anyways, that's what sold me on coaching. And I think since there on, I mean, Emma said jump and I said, how high? Like, it was just like, you tell me what to do. And it's funny because she's younger than me. So I'm always like, you're like my little sister, but you're my mommy coach. So I honestly just put all my faith in her. And I remember posting my first T25 transformation photos, and I was sitting on the toilet, not using the bathroom, but like it was late at night, and the kids were in bed, and I'm looking at my photos and I'm thinking, God, there's my stretch marks, and I'm like shaming myself. And I text her and I was like, Emma, I I can't post this. Like, I don't have the guts. Like, no. And she's like, dude, you look amazing. Like, stop. Like, people need to see that beach body coaches, like, aren't like, Beachbody coaches. Like, we're not like perfect and, like airbrushed and tan skin. And I'm like over here with like purple stretch marks on my stomach and just like, big mess and no makeup. Cause hello, at that time my kids were 1 and 2. So, man, and from there on, it's just been test after test after test to see how far and how much I can push myself. And I've done things over the last 2 years and a couple months that I would never have dreamed of. So that's like my intro into Beachbody Arena. I don't know. I know it's kind of a lot. I feel like I just like barfed words all over you guys.
Oh, that's good. That's good. So I want to know, like, after that, like, what are those things that she told you to do when she said jump?
Man, okay, so we're all about like free groups. And up until even this point in my coaching journey, especially the first 6-12 months that I was a coach, it was like, okay, I know I had to meet new people. Like, I know I had to get out there somewhere. I believed in the power of social media because it was like, wow, I don't have to leave my house to like talk to amazing people like you. If I could just find some way to meet more people, then I would do it. So she was like, oh yeah, free groups that's where it's at, man. If we could help people, if we can add value, if we can give something to people without expecting something in return, that's how we do it, at least. And, she taught me about clean eating groups and things like that. So I dove immediately into hosting like my first free 5-day clean eating group. And of course it was like crickets. I didn't know really what I was doing. I just took, the ideas and the template that she had to share, from our upline teams and everything. And, the more and more you do those types of groups, you tweak them and you make them your own. And so yeah, I didn't give up when the first one sucked, when the second one sucked, when the third one sucked. I tried hosting a 14-day clean eating group and it just didn't work for me because I figured by the time people get to weekends, it's just kind of like, I need that glass of wine or I need that, So I dove right into free groups and it's still something I try to do to this very day. However, the past 2 months, I fell off track. I'm guilty, which is why I don't know if any of you guys follow me, but like last night what's today, Tuesday? Oh, Sunday night, I posted about my free mommy meal prep group. So now I'm putting together, I'm trying to think outside the box because everyone's doing clean eating groups and everyone's pulling out recipes. And it's like, okay, but at the end of the day, like you want to relate to people on more than one level, more than just like recipes that they can go on Pinterest and find, because that's probably where I pull the recipes from that are already there. Like we don't have to recreate the wheel. There's already so much out there. But if we can think outside the box, like I know my followers love watching my meal prep. My people that follow me on Snapchat, like I get so many Snapchats about my meal prep. I'm like, why not create a group about it? Hello. I can, give them tips and tricks and things like that. And sure, it might not be perfect, but I'm adding value to them somehow. So free groups, I'm telling you, I mean, for me, like I said, the first couple ones bombed completely. But it's realizing that not everybody is going to be ready. Like you said earlier, on my team call right now, it might be the right person, but it might not be the right time for them. And you have to, I think in your first 6 months as a coach, is just build up this trust with people. And the way I see you building that trust is by showing up every single day. Even if you take, a step back on your journey, like I did last year, man, I put on like, I don't even know how much. I don't weigh myself anymore. That's too stressful. But it was just like, and then I went through 22-minute hardcore earlier this year, you get back on track, you get back to basics. So, yeah, I think free groups are where it's at. That's my jam. Like I said, not all of them are perfect, but I think it's about adding value. Like Anita hit it with the National Wake Up Call this week. I'm like, that's where it's at. That's where the money's at. You can't expect people to invest in you if you aren't pouring yourself into them. But then you can't pour into them if you're not working on yourself. So you still have to be number one. And I wholeheartedly believe that. But then your number one priority has got to be adding value, even in your posts, even on like your Transformation Tuesday and stuff like that. You got to dig deep, I mean, I spent 10 minutes earlier this morning and I just posted my Transformation Tuesday photo, and I think I've gotten pretty good at it, but I'm like painting a picture as if I'm talking to like one person. And, I think that's very important to you. You gotta share your story. Like I said, that's what makes you you. That's what sets you aside from me and me aside from you and all of us. So that story's got to be shared a lot, not just once a week, not just on Transformation Tuesday, not just on Motivational Monday, 3-4 times a week. And I still tell my coaches that to this day. They're like, oh, I'm struggling. Da, da, da. I'm like, how many times have you shared your story this week? They're like, oh, it was last Thursday. And I'm like, well, hello, we're in a new week. Let's go. Like, so, yeah, I'm sorry. God, I totally just went on again.
No, you're fine. I like when you ramble. So we have a couple questions. How many free groups do you do a month? Do you do more than one or just one a month?
Back in the beginning, like new coach mode, two for sure. And I would always start the first one on the first Monday of the month because I figured people were like, new month, new week, like woo, Monday through Friday. It's got to be Monday through Friday. Because like, remember, you're talking to people that usually are brand new at this. So if you try to slam like a 14-day free group on them and the weekend comes and it's like Labor Day and they're like, peace out, like they're not going to be in this big, giant, long free group. Or maybe they will. But for me, most people are like, Monday through Friday, it's a good enough time, you know what I mean? And now with like Facebook Live, you can go live in your groups and it's just really cool.
So I have a question from me because I've always been like, no free groups because I feel, well, I have because people wait for those free groups, you know what I mean? Or at least my following does because I'm from a poor so I'm finding like all these people who just want the free. So do you come across that and how do you handle that when you get to it? And how do you keep hitting Success Club while running free groups?
Yeah. You know what? I tell my team this too, because I have a couple coaches that are like, oh, I have that one person that's just in my group after group after group. And I'm like, honestly, at the end of the day, like they'll either turn around or come around and, you know, get Shakeology or finally do a fitness program, or they're on their 26th round of the 21-day fix and it wasn't purchased from you. It sucks. I've been there. Honestly, like there's so many more people to help. Like I don't even want to invest like I don't want to say my negative thought process on that person, but I don't know. I never really kept track of like those people. I just figured, you know, they're going to come around when they're going to come around. I'm going to put all my energy on helping these new people that are really like showing up into my groups. Cause I have this one girl in particular. She would be in free group after free group after free group. And I'm like, well, honestly, like my free clean eating groups, they don't change much. Usually it's the same content, but it's on like somewhat of a rotating schedule. So it's like, I won't do it, you know, every month. I'll do it every 3 months or every 4 months, you know, and I'll, you know, but for the most part, it's the same thing. So I'm like, you're really not going to get like that much new like recipes. I'm like, I'm sorry. I can't just sit around and create recipes all day and meal plans. But she was cool about it. And I just feel like, you know, but that's what's really good about tracking. See, back then I didn't track. Like I didn't start Google Shrink until January this year. So all my stuff was scribbled on paper. And like, I swear, I'm still to this day, I'm like, hello. But that's where tracking is really good because you can punch in, you know, their email or their name into Streak and you could put that they were already in your free group. That way, when they reach back out to you, you can say something like, oh yeah, I mean, you're more than welcome to be in my free group again. But I mean, if you want to take this to the next level, I have a kick-ass Back to You group that's starting on September 19th. And like, I'm ready to help take you to the next level. Are you ready? And then just be real with them, you know? Like, there's no harm in that. And I'm very emoji friendly. So, I mean, if it's like tough love, I'll end it with like a smiley face. So it's like, okay, she's not mad at me. She's
Somebody said, how do you choose who you add on your Facebook and Instagram?
Oh, wait, what do you mean? How do you?
Like, I think she means just like finding your demographic or who you're adding as friends.
Oh, honestly, my number one jam is Instagram. So everybody on my Facebook, I'm sure, has come from my Instagram. I don't really measure, like, you know, like if they're organically from Facebook. Instagram has always been my thing. So I don't know. What's that?
Yeah, no, and I mean, moms and people that are just like you, I'm sure.
Oh, yeah, no, totally. You know, when it comes to like Instagram posts, the more consistent you are with posting, the more you're able to see like, not only like what photos they like of you. Now here's another funny thing. Like, even though I post my workout videos every morning, they still get the least amount of likes. But what is funny is that I know those videos help people because I'll get messages and they're like, man, your videos every day. And I'm like, really? Because that got 93 likes today, but then my photo of the tank tops I bought yesterday got like 800 likes. Like, hold on. You know, so like, you just have to have faith that it's helping someone out there. And honestly, it should be your own accountability, whether or not it's a sweaty selfie or a workout video. Like, we need to be a product of the product. That has got to be your accountability too. And
100%. Yeah, when I started, that's the only reason I posted so much. One, she told me to, but it's like, that makes me get it done. You know what I mean? Yeah. Posting the videos, posting the pictures, it's like, check, I did it.
Yep, exactly.
Yeah. I'm going to filter through these because I think you answered some of them anyway.
Okay.
The name of the program you use to track, it's Streak, right? Through
Yeah,
Gmail.
Google Streak. Mm-hmm.
Okay. Streak is really good. Streak is similar to Asana, but Streak you can add snippets like yours. I know they're my favorite. Like your planned out like responses, just like your scripts you can add in there so that you can easily text people through Gmail.
Mm-hmm.
You use that a lot?
I do, yeah.
Oh, every day. Okay. Do you do a lot of direct messaging on Instagram, or do you shoot them to email?
Email. I don't DM. Like when I first created my Instagram, DM didn't exist. So when it came out, I was like, this is cool, but then I was like, this sucks because the way they organize it is, I don't like it. I know.
I got blocked sending direct messages.
Sending too much, right? You'll get flagged.
Because, people leave their comment or say I'm in or whatever, and you message them too much without knowing them or being associated with them, and you'll get blocked. So I don't DM much anymore either.
Yeah, no, I don't even try. People will be like, I DM'd you, and I'm like, can you email me? I'm sorry. Like, sounds bad.
Let me see. This is a good one. My best friend is a cop wife, and she's been consistent with Shakeology Home Direct into her challenge groups, but she's hesitant on becoming an active coach for safety reasons. Any advice?
I mean, if she's a cop wife, I mean, my husband's not on social media, but I mean, even if he was, I have another girl on my team. Her husband is a corrections officer, and he's on Facebook. But I mean, I think it's fine as long as you're not like tagging where you're at. I never do that. I don't tag where I'm at. I don't tag where I'm at on Facebook or on Instagram. I have way too much of a large following to do that. So make sure your geotags are off. I don't sign into the movie theater that I'm at because people don't need to know unless I want them to know. If I post photos of my children, I put a light watermark on them. I don't really post my husband in uniform. I don't like to. But other than that, yeah, I don't think there's any safety-ish reasons. But that's
you've not been threatened yet.
No.
What are your thoughts on feature accounts on Instagram?
Good one. Okay, so I've done a couple of these. So I started coaching. What did I say in March? Yeah, March of 2014. I think it was that summer is when they started becoming like hot. Before DM, before all Instagram like blew up. There were like these feature accounts, and I did a giveaway of like Quest bars on my account. I remember when I was shooting for like 8,000 followers. I was like, oh, Quest bar giveaway. So I was trying to think all outside the box, and I stumbled upon this page. I think it was Fit Moms of IG Fit Moms or something like that. And she's a really sweet girl. So I did one of hers. Well, that's not a paid one. Did you ask for paid? Or feature accounts. Okay, yeah. So there's paid versions and there's non-paid versions. I have done a couple of paid versions, but you guys really have to be picky and choosy with like, if you're going to do that, make sure that you actually scope out the profile you're about to be put on, because if it's nothing but like half naked chicks and fake boobs, like, come on, do you really want to like, it's probably just a bunch of dudes that follow that account anyways, even though it might have 1.5 million followers. Like, check out the page, look at the photos, see the comments, look at the message that like is written out. If it's like, for this photo, please follow this account, and then it links you to another account that's like really inappropriate, like don't do it. So I still to this day hashtag my photos. I think it still works because that's how I met a lot of new people in the beginning, and that's how I teach my team. They can meet a lot of new people on Instagram. It works two ways. You put your hashtags out there so people can find you, and you also search hashtags to meet new people. So I think that's more important than getting features on pages. But it doesn't hurt to try, because who knows? You can stumble upon a page that just clicks with you or works for you, and it could help. So I say try. If you haven't tried and you're wanting to try, go for it. That's all of my journey has been trial and error.
It's true. And what works for one person might not work for the next. So you just kind of have to.
Exactly, yeah.
See what's up. I'm a big fan of hashtagging too.
Yeah, I love it. Oh my God. I'm like
on Instagram. If you haven't done Shalene's Instagram Academy, you have to, because it's really good. Have you done that, Brittany?
Instagram Academy? No, I went to her MIA event, but I wasn't actually in MIA. I was just invited to it.
You probably wrote it, so based on the success of your Instagram. So
I know, you know what? Honestly, I never really, and this sounds bad, I never really I'm not good at analyzing stuff. So I'm just it has to be working. Something magically has to be working underneath it all, because I'm still growing. not unless someone is blasting my page that I don't know about, but I would be able to see it if they tag me. So I don't know. I'm like, you know what? I think it still works.
It does. You're proof. Another question. We'll just do a couple more. What would you suggest to a mommy of 2 working full-time and a full-time student that can't seem to find the right time to fit it in?
To fit in.
Posts.
Okay.
Posts. Suggested.
Posts.
Yeah.
Those power pockets, man. Whoever said that on the National Wake Up Call, like they gave it the official name, but that's literally how I've been running my business until 4 weeks ago when both my kids went to school. These power pockets, 10 minutes here, 20 minutes there, but like spread out through 20 minutes, 20 different times a day. It sounds like a lot, and it is a lot, but you got to do what you got to do at the end of the day. Like, we all have the same 24 hours in a day, guys, and we just have to make it work. You know, I know if I can do it with 2 young kids, like I'm sure you guys can too. Is it hard? Yes. Am I sacrificing my family's dinner right now? Do I still do other things that I'm not with my family on certain nights of the week? Yeah, I do. I still make those sacrifices to this day. It just depends on how bad you want to reach your goals, you know, how hard you want to push. I preach all the time to my team about hustle and heart at the same time. You can't just have the hustle without the heart. You can't have the heart without the hustle. Like, they go hand in hand, and that's just what I'm always about. So I would just say, yeah, those power pockets.
Sarah Try has a really good video too, doesn't she, about like time management and like fitting in just everything. She has something about how to work your business in like 20 hours a week, and but, I mean, for me it's a little bit different because like with the kids versus Sarah that doesn't have the kids, but I think it's easily, I mean, you're going to sacrifice something, whether or not that's sleep or whether or not that's Netflix time, like something has got to be sacrificed. You just have to choose, you know, are you going to wake up earlier? Is it going to be sleep? Or are you going to sacrifice, you know, the Tuesday lunch date you used to have, you know, with your friend? Like, what's it going to be? So, yeah. Let me, Sarah Try. Yeah, that was a good video too.
Yeah, Sarah Try's my upline. I love her.
I love her.
Mm-hmm.
Anybody else? Any questions about anything for Brittany? Brittany, was it a fall classic or a team cup that you guys knocked out of the water?
That was fall classic, the first one when there were just 2 of us. It was me and one of my coaches that just joined in like July that year. So fall classic was like September or October. So it was just the 2 of us, yeah.
How many successful points did you guys have total?
I think close to 150. Yeah, but back then that was little for 2 people.
Yeah,
now it's like 200, but that's between 4 people. So I'm like,
I know.
I'm like, we're the OGs, and then they changed it to like 3 or 4 people on the team. I'm like, what?
Funny. Yeah. What advice do you have for men in Beachbody?
Oh man, don't hate me. Watch Scotty Hobbs. Watch Scotty Hobbs. Honestly, it's so funny, Raina, that you said that on our team call earlier, because I was like, dude, he was the one coach whose videos I don't know how I stumbled upon him, but I stalked him. And I won't ever forget the one that he had where he was talking about his first like 6 months as a coach, like when his wife was a nurse at the time, and he would sleep in his car and work on his lunch break at like 3 a.m. and like these crazy hours. Like, I don't think it really, I don't know. Trey Bear is an awesome coach too. I just love his like bluntness. Like, he's just like, whatever, F this, F that, get it done. But Scotty Hobbs is a big inspiration to me, like as a baby coach. Like I said, I don't know how I stumbled upon his stuff, but man, just hearing his hustle and watching his videos. And it's funny because like, when I watched some of his older videos, like he wasn't super like put together and like, you know, perfect. Like he'd just be on a whiteboard like, okay, this and this and this and this. And then he would just like talk about what he wanted and how he was building his life by design. I was just like, I want that. Like if he can do that, I can do that. What am I complaining about? Like, you know?
He's a really good one to follow. I always say I wasn't trained by a woman, I was trained by a man, because I watched all of his videos all the time.
You know, right? So, I don't want to say it's like not any different, but I mean, if I could learn from Scotty Hobbs and he's a dude, like, yeah.
No, I think it's, I mean, obviously it's a little bit different, I think, for guys and their approach. Like, you can't do the, hey girl, like all the time. But I mean, literally everything else, the posting, the adding, the inviting, the follow, all of that stuff, I feel like is the same. You just have to kind of get creative on how you're adding people. You know what I mean?
Exactly. Yeah.
Yeah, it's just about your journey. So, yeah.
Sure.
How do you have time for a couple more?
Yeah, no, I'm cool.
What advice? Nope, that's already answered that. How do you convert a free group participant to a challenger?
Honestly, I try not to like put all my eggs in one basket and be like, okay, I have 30 people in this group. Like, all 30 of them better convert to that. Like, I'm all about putting myself out there and just leading by example, number one, and hoping that people come around. I do send that initial invite, like I said earlier, kind of like, hey, if you want to take this to the next level, I have this group coming up. Like, I really enjoyed your participation, your engagement. I think you would love blah, blah, blah. Or how do you feel after this week of clean eating? Or how do you feel after this week of like our water and plank challenge or whatever the heck it is, you know what I mean? And they start to tell you how they feel. And I'm like, well, I'm obviously your coach now and blah, blah, blah. And then you can go into talking about Beachbody on Demand, which the first year or so that I was a coach, it didn't even exist. So I'm like, now that's amazing leverage to be like, dang, you want bod free for 30 days? Like, here, I'll help you. Like, let's get you signed up. Like, I'll walk you through. I'll help you, sample some workouts. It's all about asking them how they're feeling and where they want to go. So you always check in with them after your free group and let them know you got something that, is ready for them if they want to like take it to the next level type of thing. And if they're like, oh, well, what do you mean? I'm like, well, here you go. Insert challenge group name here in your pitch or whatever. And, go from there. But it's all about leading by example. Like, it really is at the end of the day. Like, and that's what's going to build your confidence as a coach too. Like, if you're not doing those things and walking the walk, then it's going to be hard for you to talk that talk and put yourself out there. So,
how long have you been a coach? When did you sign up?
March of 2014.
Okay.
So
just over 2 years.
Yeah.
What was the toughest part about coaching in the beginning for you?
Oh man, just getting out of my own head. Like, I guess it would just be putting myself out there. The whole self-confidence thing. Like, I read The Compound Effect. I went through a new coach boot camp, I think it was called at that time. And, really it's always been me against me. It's never, me against someone else. And it's just putting my own self-doubt to quiet, and, just getting out of my own head, like getting over those fears. Like, and if I had that fear, that's when I would talk to somebody else. I would talk to my coach, who I'm still very close with. She's one of my best friends, or if there was someone else on the team that I was just like, man, like, can I vent to her, or can I like tell her about this? Like, maybe she could relate to me since she's a cop mom or something, I would get it out. I wouldn't bottle it up. I wouldn't hold it in. I would talk to somebody about it. And I would obviously go to my personal development. But for me, I'm the type of person where I need that human like reassurance. Even still to this day, I'm like, tell me it's going to be okay. My husband, I'm like, not tell me it's going to be okay. But, when you just need to like talk to somebody. And so my team page is just like, man, my team page is the shit. Sorry. I'm like, my team page is pretty awesome. Like, everybody knows in our team page that you can just, ask whatever. There's no dumb questions. Like, we're all about positivity and things like that. So, I don't know, just getting over my own fears and not being afraid to talk to people, not feeling stupid. That's something that was big for me too. Cause I was like, is this question dumb? But being resourceful at the same time. So just learning. I don't know, there's so many things. Oh God, it's so hard.
What are your top 3 personal development suggestions?
Yes. Okay. I'm trying to look for it because I got my kids a new bookshelf and and then I ended up putting all my books up there too. I have like my own cubbyhole and I'm like, yes. Shoot. I was going to show you guys because I'm going to be like, hey, look. Okay, so this is the one I'm currently reading right now. 52 Ways to Live a Kick-Ass Life by Andrea Owen, CP whatever. So that's a really cute one. I mean, I still need that, I still need to fill my cup first and I still need to be told that I'm a badass. I read You Are Badass. But my favorite one that's a mix of you are a badass and like you're also, a girl boss is probably Girl Code. Now I read Girl Boss and I think that's a great book, but Girl Code, like I freaking love that book. I love that book so much. And it's by Cara Alwill Leba. She has a whole series there's like 4 of them. There's the Champagne Diet, there's Girl Code, there's Fearless and Fabulous, and then there's one more that I'm missing. But they're all like $10 and under. You can get them on Amazon. I'm all about pink girly shit. Sorry, excuse my language, but if a book is pink, I want to pick it up and I want to read it. I want to get out my little pink highlighter and I want to highlight my stuff, because I just went live on my team page today about something I read earlier, you know, like emphasizing the reasons why you want to do things, you know. And then she lists like these 6 things. Like, it gives me ideas on what I could talk to my team about, what my posts can be about. And I'm constantly reflecting on my own journey. I'm constantly highlighting things. I used to be so anti-book until right before Bora Bora Arena, actually. I was like, ugh. But then, like, I swear, being like away from home and not having television, because all they played was couples retreat in that room, I was like, oh, I better open up a book. I swear I read like 3 books in that week. So I'm all about highlighting and reading now. Do I do it every single day? No. And I know it's probably a shocker, but I make up for it. So like if I miss a day, like Monday's National Wake Up Call Day, like that's my PD. So like if I miss it on Monday and maybe Tuesday, because that's like my crazy day, then Wednesday I will sit down for like an hour and I will read. My thing is 10 minutes a day, guys, like 10 minutes, you know? And I really like this book because the chapters are super short too. So I feel a sense of accomplishment. I'm like, I can knock out 3 chapters in like 10 minutes. So but yeah, Girl Code, anything by Cara Alwill-Leyba. I think I'm saying that right. Fearless and Fabulous is a good one. The Champagne Diet is really cool too. I think that's the one that started it all. She actually has a blog. She's pretty popular. She has an Instagram too. I think it's...
Yeah, I follow her on Instagram.
Do you? Okay, so you know what I'm talking about.
The Champagne Diet, I think that's what it's called.
Yeah, that was like her first one. Yeah, and Girl Code, just, man, that one's awesome.
Yeah.
So probably anything.
Jamie, there's probably a Man Code book. Just look that up.
There probably is, huh?
Just search it. It'll be out there. I think that's all the questions we have, and it's 8 o'clock or 7 o'clock your time, so I will let you go. But thank you very much for coming on. I appreciate it. It was so fun. I think everybody learned a lot, and they love you. Everybody thought you were funny. So just
I'm sorry. I'm just like, I get all nervous. I'm like, blah, blah, blah. So I hope I helped you guys. And, yeah, feel free to message me if you need.
Yeah, you totally did. So I'll let you go and get back to your family, but have a good night.
Okay, bye guys. Thank you.
Bye, everybody.